A taxpayer just got hit with a 75% IRS fraud penalty. And if you've ever paid someone to do your taxes, you need to watch this. Now, this wasn't just some guy who was just filing returns out of his car. This dude has a master's degree in accounting, nearly 20 years of experience. So he's got the credentials on paper, which is exactly why this story matters, because credentials alone don't tell you who you're actually dealing with. So the first thing you see here is his own business ran almost entirely on cash. So there was minimal paper trail, there was minimal accountability, right? That's the first thing that the IRS flagged. And honestly, it should be the first thing that you notice about anyone who's handling your money. So when the IRS audited him, right, he showed the agent a drawer full of documents. And then he said he wasn't ready to go through them. If your taxpayer can't organize and defend their own records, what do you think happens when your return gets audited? And look, it gets better. Then he told the IRS his records were destroyed in a flood. There were no photos, there were no insurance claims, and then even the plumber proposals, they weren't even signed. And then when the agent decided to walk through the basement, there was legit no evidence of the flood at all. And the court called it exactly what it was. So here's the part that taxpayers need to understand. The IRS listed out the badges of fraud that was present in this case. It was inadequate records, implausible explanations, failure to cooperate, dealing in cash, inconsistent statements, and he literally hit probably nearly every single one. And none of this started with the audit. This was just his habit. This is how he operated his business. The court even said that his own education and experience made his excuses less believable, not more. So he got hit with a 75% penalty on top of everything he already owed, right? For all 3 years. But here's what nobody talks about. His clients were filing returns this whole time based on his work. So if you're a taxpayer, here's your takeaway. Ask your preparer how they handle documentation. And then ask, like, what happens if I get audited? Because are they going to stand behind their work? Because a good preparer is not going to hesitate on any of these questions. But the wrong one, they're just going to give you a drawer full of excuses.